that my children don't respect me? Why is it that my children, I can't get a word like one to one with my kids, right? Or even if you have children as a grown up, why is it that we can't really relate? We can't connect. We can't really get our word, go like smoothly. Why is it? Why is it happening? That is the reason why when I always say that communication, it's an important key skill that everyone should practice, not just based on parenting, even though that when it comes to parenting, when you can't communicate, you can't connect. When you can't connect, you can't make friendship. When you can't make friendship, there's a disaster. And when there's a disaster, people start running away. Because why? Because you can't communicate. Communication goes a long way when it comes to being a parent, when it comes to even making friendship with people. When you are able to develop a personality or a skill on communication, listening, and also hone it to your own mistakes. Learn how to hold yourself accountable, because what happened, a lot of young people don't get along with their parent due to their communication is not going two way. It's either it's going one way or it's just mute. So it's like they're not feeling like their voice is heard. They're not feeling like their parent is listening. They're not feeling like somebody is interested about what they're feeling. They're not feeling like their own challenges has been put into consideration. They're not feeling like their own situation, or it can be maybe challenges at work, it can be challenges with their personal life, it can be challenges due to within their peer groups, it can be challenges with their education. But just imagine when your child cannot connect in that aspect. Just imagine when your child is trying to get your attention, to let you understand that they want to talk to you. They want you to understand where they're coming from, not where you're coming from. Because remember, what they're going through as a challenges is what they're feeling. So they want you to be able to give them that ears to listen to. They want you to be able to be present. They want you not to be able to just turn the conversation into your one. They want you not to tell them about your own time, because your own time is different from their time. So if a communication is not going two way, whereby a parent can listen to their children and see where their children is coming from, understand their children challenges, and see, because sometimes when a child wants to talk to their parent, it does not necessarily mean that they want you to give them an advice. It's the same thing happen when it comes to maybe with your partner. If a partner comes to you, if your partner comes to you, can be your wife, can be your husband, right? Or it can even be your friend. If they come to you, most times they don't want you to tell them what to do. Most times they just want to pour out what has been troubling them. Most times they just want to share same things that has been really really be disturbing them, for some time. So most times they just want you to listen, and that way, by even speaking, they feel good with themselves. By even coming to you, it's a respect, because they look up to you obviously before they can come to you. So most times they don't want you to judge them. They don't want you to start blaming them or picking on them and asking them what you did well, what you didn't do well, how you should do it. Because remember, how you process and attempt and take decision and how it works for you, it does not really mean that it's going to work for somebody else. So that's the reason why in life I strongly believe that we are not in a position to tell people what to do. We can give them an advice when they ask for an advice. But if they are not asking for it, we are not in a position to give it to them. But most times they don't want you to judge them, because they want you to listen and pay attention without your phone being the primary important thing, in your life. But they want you to be present. They want you to be able to see where they're coming from. They want you to also respect them. So when a child wants to talk to you as a parent, they want you to be able to understand where they're coming from. They want you to be able to give them the ears to listen to. They want you to just be present and respect their own point of view. Because as a parent, if your child is coming to you to tell you that, okay, mommy, I've got issues with one of my friend, right? And he has been bullying me. But if you as a parent comes in and say, Yeah, but if your friend is bullying you, why are you still being his friend? You should just smack him. You should just do that. But remember, that's not what the child is looking for. The child wants to confide in you. The child is trying to share with you some of the challenges that they're going through. So most times the child wants the child knows what they want to do, but most times they want you to just empower them. But unfortunately, when you come across and say, why don't you fight the friend? Why don't you beat the friend? Why don't you slap the friend? You're not helping, because you're actually teaching the child how to be violent, how to go and approach such situation with violence. But really and truly, maybe that child just wants you to be able to tell them that, okay, I'm going to follow you to your school. Or you can ask your child, because it depends. Because some children can handle their bully, because it depends. Because some child are confident with themselves. Sometimes they just want you to empower them and give them that motivation to let them know that the people that bully other people, these are people that are empty. These are people that have self-hate. These are people that they have issues with their life. So in order for them to feel good, they're trying to take it out on other people. So now, as a parent, probably maybe what they want to hear from you is to let them know that they shouldn't pay attention to the bully, because there's nothing wrong with them. These are the things that most bully go through. These are the things that are happening to people that bully other people. And another thing, maybe your child just wants to know that, okay, what do you want me to do? That can be another way. What would you want me to do? Would you want me to follow you to your school and be able to have a conversation with your teacher, right? Or go to the office and make a complaint, so that way they can be able to put some measure in place and maybe see what measure they've put in place that tackle a bully in the school. So, and another thing, sometimes even you presenting those words, your child can even tell you that, okay, no, mommy, don't worry about it. I'll be able to handle it. But it's so important most times when you're able to just tell your child that, try not to approach it and be violent, because it's not even good on your record. And don't pay your bully attention, because these are people that they're looking for your attention. They're trying to see if they are able to get your weakness, your weak point, I mean. So they just need some word from you, or maybe they just want you to listen. They just want you to listen to them and see where they're coming from, and just calm and listen to them. They let them feel that they were able to communicate some of their challenges with you. And it can be any other thing. It can be that maybe your child just wanted to have a conversation with you and tell you that, okay, I'm struggling with my education. I'm not, I'm not just in the right place with my mental health. Or I feel very, very worried lately. My coursework is really, really bothering me. Maybe those are the things they just want to have a conversation with you about. But it depends on the way you come across as a parent. It depends on the way your tone of voice, because most times we don't understand that most things that give us away is our tone of voice, is the way we communicate our word. Most times it send a different message. Sometimes you might think that, okay, as a person, you might think, okay, I'm talking to a person, and maybe you're saying, maybe they're talking to you, and we don't understand that our tone of voice, when it's warm, people feel relaxed, people feel warm around you, people feel really, really nice, they just feel connected. And most times it actually triggers certain things about other people, and you notice that they start opening up and they start telling you so many things. And at the same time, their way that you come across, maybe being judgmental or being passive aggressive, and you just notice that it probably triggers something else, that most times you see that your child will be like, okay, you know what, forget it, just leave it. Because why? Because they're not feeling that connection. They're not feeling that you understand where they're coming from. You're not feeling that, you're not reading their body language to understand that, okay, I just probably want to listen. I just wanted somebody to listen to me. I just wanted to have somebody that I know that I can go to, just to pour out some of my stress or some of my worries, just to see how I can be able to just relax. So it depends on how parents also come across that way. That's why most times a child might just start not seeing their parents as a role model, and they don't connect. So in most cases, those child will start seeking somebody else outside the home who have got that skill of communicating, who have got that skill of listening, that they can feel connected, that okay, this person can just listen to me, this person is just, it's just present, it's just present. That's the reason why technology has really, really done a lot of harm, because a lot of people these days, they can't really be present. And when they are sitting with you, or when they're your environment, they're just on their mobile phone, and you can feel that the communication is not going both way, and it's not flowing. So it's like you're talking to a wall, you're talking to an empty wall. So that's the reason why most times people don't feel relaxed to be able to open up, to be able to communicate properly. Some of can be a good moment, and it can also be a challenging moment. So anyway, with this video, I just want to encourage parents out there that if you want to connect with your children, it's so important when you're able to practice, healthy communication. It's so important to be able to develop communication skill whereby you can be able to have active listening, because when you can communicate and listen to your child point of view, I'm definitely sure that both of you can arrive in a situation whereby both people can also benefit each other, whereby you'll be able to connect and make a fantastic, relationship. This is LJ Motivate for you. Don't forget to subscribe to my video,